are talking to? Number one, project partners. Number two, public authorities, organizations responsible for transport, service and commercial products providers, and number three, travelers. What goals we will propose in the communication process? Anchor the Interconnect brand in the public transport stakeholders community of the South Baltic area. Raise awareness among decision makers in the partner area on the current and future public transport mobility needs, and increase their knowledge of how to match them with adequate service and products. Improve stakeholders' capacity for cross-border cooperation on public transport issues in the South Baltic area. Yes. Yes. That is why communication is so important. Information, motivation, integration. We will inform about ongoing activities. We will gather available knowledge and information in one place. We will build the image of the project, its importance. We will show work progress in all important areas. Integration. We will make sure that no one loses sight of the idea of the project, its meaning for the future to us all. Brand vision. The essence of Interconnect is to create an important change in the area of the transport. Innovative solution that will not only affect people's lives in a particular region, but also the possibility of implementation to other regions. And if I can add something here, we, as you know, Innobaltica is a partner in the project, and also as an association partner is Warmia-Mazurian region, and we hope that we can transfer this knowledge from Interconnect, one ticket to the future, this new system to Warmia-Mazurian region. We start discussion about it, and we hope that it will bring success. Okay? And brand image. In order to give the brand the desired image, we need to understand its inner potential. Not only what Interconnect is, how it will work, and what benefits it will bring, but also what its internal azimuth is.
Sorry, what means azimuth?
Azimuth is what means azimuth? Yeah, what means azimuth? You know, it's that we would like to be the point which share the knowledge everywhere. You know, the Interconnect is new system, as you know, that we bring this idea from last perspective South Baltic program, where Kulboksund and Rostock they have this system, and also Finland and Estonia. And you know, I hope that we can share and transfer all this knowledge to different regions, because the main goal for all transport stakeholders is that if we share this knowledge, then we will have cheaper transport. And as much regions are involved, then we save the money. And also it's easier to travelers. Then I hope that this is our just first step, and then we share this idea of Interconnect system in Europe. Yeah.
Thank you. Now I was thinking to describe to you a little bit how we work in the different work packages. If we start to the left, work package 3, which is led by Hero from Rostock, we are looking at the demand side. And it is here that we try to collect the input from different stakeholders, different types of stakeholders, and try to form a good, to test new ideas on public transport that we do in the VP4, which is the supply side. It is here we have all the public transport companies, Blekinge-Trafiken in Blekinge, we have, for instance, I will show a little bit more in detail what we do in the different pilot cases later. And VP5 is headed by Rostock City, and it's about the governance. And here we compare the different processes, how we create in the different region our steering documents, to go through the whole process and compare. And then of course then we share the best practice in between the regions in the end. Work package 3. I think we can actually skip to the second. The final output is a catalog of sustainable public transport of the future in the South Baltic area. So we will gather all the good inputs that we have found in one catalog. And these reports are being published as a project runs. So in the webpage you can actually see a few of them already. And the free to report will be updated in the closer days. The week before, as I said, it's a supply side. You can take the next one. And here we come up with a set of new and enhanced methods how to provide the services for no-car passengers. And it's actually not only cross-border travel. For instance, in Klaipėda, it's not the cross-border today, but of course it might be so in the future. And it's quite interesting that within Blekinge region and in Pomorski and also in Klaipėda, our computer systems will in the future be able to talk to each other. So it's actually possible to buy a ticket online. In Gdansk, for instance, you can plan the whole way across the Baltic Sea into Sweden, for instance. And here you can see a little bit of where we are at the starting point. For instance, in Pomorski, they are spending a lot of efforts to creating this coherent system for the region. And here we actually found out that in between the departments, these technical departments, that they are doing a lot of things that we didn't really plan. But as the technicians start talking together, they come up with different kinds of solutions and cooperations, which is really a good spin-off from the whole project. And for instance, in Blekinge, there we had the system up and running, but we are currently updating it to the next generations. We're changing the whole ticket system. And with these new asset codes, for instance, it is exactly the same that Pomorski hopefully will implement. And we are also working out with this cross-border dimension here, because our new system in Blekinge, we will dock it into Stena Line's ticket system. So when you are booking your ferry trip from Gdynia to Karlskrona, you can not only, hopefully not only order a bottle of wine to the cabin, you can also, already when you're buying your ticket, book your bus ride from Bergen to the center of Karlskrona, for instance, or even further away. But the first step will be like docking the harbors to the city centers. And as I said, Klaipėda is a little bit different story. They changed the focus a little bit from this physical hub into the ticket system. But we are well on the way. Actually, we are going to Klaipėda, the whole project in next week. And it shows a little bit also what a small world it is. When I started talking to Andreas in Klaipėda, I found out that he's working in my old office in Dhaka until 15, so it's very funny. Small world. Rostock and Gudbrandsund, they are a little bit the good example here on this cross-border cooperation. They have since long time a well-established cooperation. They have school exchange, business exchange, and so on. So that is that's why they're also handling the governance part. The cross-border trip between Rostock and Gullbergsund is slightly different than the one that we are planning in between Karlskrona, Gdynia, and Stena Line, since they have a totally different booking site. They have their own web page. It's not integrated in Scandlines, it's the operator there. Here, as we say, is the BP5, the governance, and we were in Rostock 2 months ago, starting to put number 1 together, and it's actually here we are a little bit, how to say, late in the implementation, but it was a long tender process before we could get started. But now Rostock procured a good consultant from Berlin, so we are working with full speed in BP5 as well. And the outline of BP5 is guidance on multi-level governance of public transport in the South-Baltic area. And of course, it's how we plan the steps to really have the efficient operation body for the public transport stakeholders. Thank you. And also, we have, I put here the region making webpage, but we forgot to put the Interconnect.
Interconnect.1, yes. Okay.
Thank you very much. I just would like to update you as well about, you mentioned many times Klaipėda as well. So, the general manager of Klaipėda Public Transport Office, he was nominated to be a CEO of Klaipėda City Administration. So, just 1 week later, he will become a new step in his career. He will be a CEO of Klaipėda City, and Mr. Andrews replaces him in that place. So, sometimes to taking part in the right project is a very good possibility for the making career.
Okay, I didn't know that. I will talk to Andreas in about an hour, I promised him so.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Any questions to Mr. Matthias? No, thank you so much.